Welcome back, everybody. It's Daryl. You're watching Daryl D TV. Thank you for joining me. First and foremost, please forgive my voice. I'm kind of hoarse from fighting this cold, so please just bear with me. I'm glad you joined me today. Today, I'm going to talk about one of my favorite artists of all time, Prince. Unfortunately, this video takes a little bit of a different turn than I would like. But I believe that it is something that needs to be addressed. I'm in Wisconsin right now, Milwaukee, my hometown. It's very cold, and I wanted to do this video outside, but the wind was too heavy, and so I had to sit here in the car and do it. So let's just get right into it. About maybe 2 months ago, excuse me. About 2 months ago, I was at a local record store in Phoenix where I live, and I decided to look through the Prince records just to see what was in there. I'm a big Prince fan. I have a nice size Prince vinyl record collection, and I just wanted to see what was in there. I usually do that wherever I go, whatever record store I'm in. I always check the Prince section, or quite often I check the Prince section. So I'm going through, the R&B, and Prince is usually there, but I couldn't find anything. I couldn't find it, so I just figured they were all sold out, because that has happened several times where you'll get Prince records in the store and they'll sell pretty fast. So that wasn't surprising, but I didn't even see the divider with the Prince name on it. And so me and a buddy are looking around, and after a few minutes, it kind of dawned on me, and I said, you know what? I wonder. So I ventured over to the rock pop section of the store, and I started going through the P's, and sure enough, I find Prince in among the rock and pop records in this store. It had been taken out of the R&B section, which it had been in the entire time before, and put into the rock pop section. Now, to anybody that feels that Prince belongs in the rock genre, or the rock section of the record store, or the pop section of the rock record store, because you think that he is a pop artist, or you think that he is a rock artist, then this video is for you. I'm here to tell you, you are wrong. Prince is a black R&B artist. Prince has never made a pop record. He's made records that have gone pop, like Purple Rain, but he has never made what could be described as a pop record, ever. Go through every Prince record, show me which of those records is pop from beginning to end. You can't find one. Prince, or I should say, nor is Prince a rock artist. Yes, he plays rock guitar. Yes, he's done some jam out rock sessions. Yes, he's played along with rock musicians, sure. But a rock artist, no. Prince has a very large catalog. Show me in his catalog where you would find a rock LP. Go ahead, I'll wait. I'm not going anywhere. Just to save you a little time, you can't do it, because Prince is not a rock artist. He has never recorded a rock album, ever. So this had me disturbed, because once again, you some might call this racial appropriation, dealing with a human in this situation, but it's definitely theft of a culture. You have taken a black R&B artist, and you, when I say you, I'm talking about white people, have decided to make him a white rock and pop artists by putting him in that section of the record store. Now, the person that was working in the record store that day, I politely waited. There wasn't a lot of people in there. And when the last customer left, the only one that's left was me and my buddy. And I asked the employee, I said, since when did Prince become a white pop and rock artist? And by the way, I've known this employee for many years. This employee said, well, my customers would come in and they couldn't find him. They couldn't find Prince. Meaning, you have white customers of this record store who, instead of looking at things how they actually are, how they always have been, looking at Prince as a black R&B artist and looking for his records in the R&B section of the record store where they have always been since day one of him doing music, they decide, well, they're going to go to the rock section and say, hey, where's Prince? So the employee took it upon themselves to move him into the pop rock section instead of correcting these idiots and saying, hey, check the R&B section. That's where he is. He's an R&B artist. Check the R&B section. That's where we keep all the Prince records due to the fact that he is an R&B artist. Instead of doing that, no, they go along with this false narrative, this cultural theft, this racial theft, and they say, or they put him in the pop and rock section of the record store. This employee told me, well, I want to sell records, so I put Prince in the pop and rock section where the customers would find them. Well, I thought I was a customer. I've spent a lot of money in that record store over the years. A lot of money. Okay, I've been a very good customer. So obviously, when referring to the customers, they're not referring to me. The employee was not referring to me. Even though I've known this employee for 15, 20 years, maybe, at least. I've been going in that store for 20 plus years, 22 years maybe. I don't know if that employee's been there that long, but I would say that employee has been there at least 15 years. But I'm not considered a customer, even though I've spent a ton of money in there over the years. You see the racism? Do you see how white people act sometimes? Or most of the time, I should say. This is what we have to deal with. So I decided to make this video because now we're a few months down the line. I'm in Milwaukee, Wisconsin right now. I go to a few record stores, and there was one record store here. It's called the Exclusive Company. I go in there, and I'm just wondering, let me go find Prince. Where do I find Prince? He's in the pop rock section of the store. Yep, happens again. So I go to a few other record stores. I look for Prince, and he's in the R&B section where he belongs. But I did go so far into one store, and he was located in the pop and rock section. So this obviously is a trend. I don't know if not a trend, but this is obviously becoming a regular thing. And I don't know when record stores started doing this. I just found out about it recently, but it wasn't like this for very long. So far, there's been 2 stores that I've seen this happen in. And I'm thinking, you know what, I'm going to say something about it, because I have a feeling that the more record stores I go in, and I travel all over the country, the more I'm going to start finding this. So I just wanted to put it out there that for the record, whether you like it or not, white people, Prince is black. He might be light-skinned, but he's black, and he is an R&B artist. He was black since the day he was born, and he's been doing R&B since his first record came out. And like I said before, you cannot prove me wrong. You might look silly trying to, but those are just the facts. That's just the way it is. And if you don't like it, that's too bad. You people steal like nobody's business. There's not a bigger race of thieves than you. And yes, I said it. And if you don't like it, well, boo-hoo. This is Daryl D. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Peace and love.